Here's the one thing tonight. If that's you, you're part of that right-wing extremist angry mob. That's the word the White House used, a mob. And by the way, your anger is fake. It is. It's not organic. It'd be much healthier for the planet if it were, though. It's not grassroots. Not a chance in hell you've ever experienced anything at all that hacked you off in the government. Like even little things like waiting in line at the post office or the DMV. No, you're not waiting at the post office trying to buy a stamp, and it takes you about 45 minutes, and then you say to yourself, man, I wish I could stand in a line like this when I need a liver. No. You're just a GOP robot that's been activated. At least that's what the holy trinity of the media, the White House, and the DNC are now saying.
The right-wing extremist Republican base is back. They lost the election. They lost on the Recovery Act, the budget, and children's health care. They've lost the confidence of the American people after 8 years of failed policies that ruined our economy and cost millions of jobs. Now, desperate Republicans and their well-funded allies are organizing angry mobs, just like they did during the election. Their goal? Destroy President Obama and stop the change Americans voted for overwhelmingly in November.
It will break him.
I hope he fails.
This mob activity is straight from the playbook of high-level Republican political operatives. They have no plan for moving our country forward, so they've called out the mob.
And I want to know, why are you people ignoring his birth certificate?
Call the Republican Party. Tell them you've had enough of the mob.
Had enough of the mob. I know I've been trying to get a hold of all the union people at the White House right now, telling them the same thing. I'm tired of the mob. Did I just say that out loud? Out of the thousands of protesters, you notice the birther idiot's the only one the media continues to show over and over and over again. She's the only individual highlighted from this ad and the DNC. And then the ad dives into some sort of third grade, they lost the election, boo-hoo. Now they're claiming the GOP has just released their fake angry mobsters to protest. GOP robots, you are now activated. Come alive. I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of time in my day to answer a call from the GOP. I hate those guys just as much, if not more, than the DNC. Then I'm going to take that call, I'm going to listen to some clown, then I'm going to get up off my couch, leave my family for a day, stand outside in the summer heat and the rain, pretending to be angry? No, you misunderstand. I really am angry. I am. Conservatives have a problem, though. Conservatives aren't natural-born protesters. You know, we're the ones working and financing all of the crap these people in Washington are spending. You know, it's the granola, dope-smoking, sandal-wearing hippies. They're the ones that know how to protest. You know, but when conservatives feel like their country is being transformed into some wannabe European socialist crap hole, yeah, then we kind of like, oh, geez, I got to get up off the couch, you know, and I brush the Doritos off, and then I realize I'm just really kind of making it worse. Now I've got an orange spot all over. Anyway, that's who conservatives are. We don't protest. But that is not how career politicians see it.
I hope my colleagues won't fall for a sucker punch like this. These health insurance companies and people like them are trying to load these town meetings for visual impact on television. They want to show thousands of people screaming socialism and try to overcome the public sentiment, which now favors health care reform.
I mean, let's just forget about the facts, I guess, Mr. Durbin. Gallup, 63% say Obama's plan will worsen or not change medical care for them personally. NPR, you know that bastion of right-wing zealots, NPR says 47% oppose Obama's plan, 42% are supporting it. Pew Research, 44 oppose, 38 support. New York Times, 77% say cost will increase under the government plan. Where'd you get your numbers, Dick Durbin? Let me know. Give me a ringle jingle, will you, Dick? White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs. He doesn't understand it, but he's the Pillsbury spokesman, I guess. He doesn't understand the protests. He referred to them as, oh, I love this, another Brooks Brothers Brigade, like we're all standing up. Another AstroTurf grassroots with manufactured anger, especially coming from the same people who stick up for the spontaneous protest of Acorn. This is just a tad annoying. I thought Obama was going to heal the divisions, heal, and unite us all. I swear I've heard him say that somewhere before.
I get protested all the time, and the great thing about the country is it's a place that's so free that people can protest. They can protest the president, and did.
Yeah, no, that was George Bush, but didn't Barack Obama say the same thing? How is ridiculing those who disagree with you in any way, shape, or form uniting people? Perhaps the only outlet more shameful than the White House is the media. The run-up to the tax day tea parties was all but ignored. Then, on tax day, the media, who couldn't resist a good Cindy Sheehan anti-war gathering of 6 people. Remember the 6 in the ditch? Yeah. They weren't impressed by the outpouring of people on the streets. No. Instead, they mocked it.
Let's be very honest about what this is about. It's not about bashing Democrats. It's not about taxes. They have no idea what the Boston Tea Party was about. Right. They don't know their history at all. This is about hating a black man in the White House. This is racism straight up. Really? That is nothing but a bunch of tea-bagging rednecks.
Lincoln's primary thing was he believed that people had the right to liberty. And they had the right...
Sir, what does this have to do with taxes? What does this have to do with your taxes? Do you realize that you're eligible for a $400 credit?
Finish my point. Lincoln believed that people had the right to share in the fruits of their own labor and that government should not take it. And we have clearly gotten to that point.
Wait. Did you know that the state of Lincoln gets $50 billion out of these stimulus? That's $50 billion for this state, sir. I think you get the general tenor of this. It's anti-government, anti-CNN, since this is highly promoted by the right-wing conservative network, Fox.
When you see, those of you who are watching certain news channels that, in which I'm not very popular, and you see folks waving tea bags around, let me just remind them that I am happy to have a serious conversation
How come he hasn't had one of those? Hey, you know they're even alienating their own party now? They're down to even alienating the Blue Dog Democrats. Now, without the low-hanging fruit of really crappy sex jokes, the media just completely ignores health care opponents. Nobody's having a real conversation. For instance, the gathering this last weekend, did you see this? Columbus. There may have been 6 people there. I think there may have been 6 people. Yeah, look at them. Actually, it's 8 to 10,000. That's just an official police number, but, the police are stupid, too. Completely ignored by the media. They didn't cover it. Why? Well, Paula Abdul is leaving American Idol. Did you know that? Is Michael Jackson still dead? Oh, I almost forgot. They'd cover this if it was real anger. But it's fake anger. They just want a discussion, not fake, angry, pretend mobs. You mean a discussion like the one they want on global warming, or the discussion they want on stimulus, or the discussion they want on health care? Which one?
If you look at the peer-reviewed scientific literature, the debate is over.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste.
Unless we act, and act now, none of this will change.
I love these members that get up and say, read the bill. What good is reading the bill if it's 1,000 pages and you don't have 2 days and 2 lawyers to find out what it means after you read the bill?
Discussions like the one community organizers such as ACORN and the unions like SCIU, these kinds of discussions.
We are ACORN! We are ACORN! Mighty, mighty ACORN! Mighty, mighty ACORN! We can't take no more! We can't take no more! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Stop foreclosures! Keep a home alone! Stop foreclosures! Keep a home alone! We say fight back! They say get back! We say fight back! They say get back! Who are we? ACORN! What do we want? Justice!
Yeah.
When do we want it? Now!
All of these, this this is spontaneous stuff. That's spontaneous stuff. I love those spontaneous things that come with prepared signs. You know what I mean? Not like the homemade signs from people who haven't made signs before in their life. They don't want a discussion. They are using ridicule as a tactic. It's a Saul Alinsky tactic. Isolate a target and ridicule them. These protesters aren't nut jobs. They are reasoned, regular people who know government health care is a bad idea. Then the more people that know this fact, the less chance it has of passing. Quick, White House, make everybody crazy who disagrees with you. This is exactly why you're going to see less of regular reasoned people.
What I see is a bureaucratic nightmare, Senator. Medicaid is broke. Medicare is broke. Social Security is broke. And you want us to believe that a government that can't even run a cash for clunkers program is going to run 1/7 of our U.S. economy. No, sir. No.
Okay. Totally reasonable argument. You're not going to see